make sure everything's working. Ugh. Sorry about that. Ugh. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try keeping the disgusting sounds to a minimum, but if it starts to get too bad, I will cut the stream. This cough has been kicking my ass a lot. Would have streamed this sooner, but again, the coughing was really bad. So if it sounds like I'm getting ready to hack up a lung, that's probably because I am. Knew I should have bought cough syrup. Probably would have been the smart thing to do, but... might as well see what's going on here in the store. Okay. For Springtrap, we have Glitch Trap, Matthew Lillard. I'm not familiar with this one. Or this one. The others have... Oh, Ghostface has something new. Nevermore. Oh, right, from the 2v8 thing. Lesson. Yeah, that's a horror show. Night has something. Oh right, that's right. There was a recent collab with The Witcher for some reason. So we have Eridan from Witcher 3. Really, really great boss, honestly. Okay, but what about survivors? Oh, we have Freddy Fazbear. What? Oh, they gave the end of her outfit to Kate. Interesting. Uh. Hmm. That's Slow Creek. When looking at the camera, holy, that was unreal. Like that. Uh, yeah, I can. Q to be on the map. The new map. Oh, okay. Not that bad. Although, judging by how they all spawned in, they most likely are not. At the very least, it's not a 3-man. It could be 2 duos. Let's use one of these doors. Oh! Hi, Laura.
Your struggle will end soon.
Wait, did that wrong. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, come on. And it still ate my stuff. Come on. Uh, that wasn't even going bad. Hell, I don't think a gen had actually been done. But it. Oh, man. But yeah, part of my kit is that hatchet that can increase speed. I can also hit people with it. And I can also travel through security doors, which is not part of the map. That's part of my kit. What even happened? So basically, I can compromise a gen when it gets successful. My M1's 25% faster for a minute. This one makes any exit gate with at least 80%, or exit gate switch with at least 80% progress regresses, which I don't know why it needs to be 80%. I feel like that's way too high, but I don't know. And then this just makes every time if survivors are within my terror radius and they look at me, they scream and I see their aura for for 2 seconds. Which is like the Nick Cage perk, except that I see their aura instead of they see mine. As for my add-ons, this lets me throw my axe through security doors. And this one lets my axe gain my terror radius. So basically, if I throw my axe through it, through one of those security doors, I can potentially create chaos. Also, was not expecting to actually catch someone in the security room. Basically, anyone can use the security rooms. However, each security door is connected to a specific number. I, as the killer, as Springtrap, however, can go to any one of them. And much like the original game, they do have a power limit, and the battery needs to recharge. I don't need to worry about that, though, because, again, being Springtrap, it doesn't matter to me. And if any survivors are in the security or travel to the security doors, when I do, I immediately capture them. As you saw with Laura, it's just like she's mine. And now we have a Laura named I Pooped Your Pants. Great. Wonderful. Just what I wanted to hear. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that was unfortunate.
There is no escape.
Ah, there's one. Ah. Sorry. Come on! You shouldn't be able to do that. No, the window should be blocked.
Yes.
Oh my god. And now I have to wait because I'm stuck. Because the killer isn't allowed to leave. Because the killer isn't allowed to leave. I'm not doing that. Just leave. I should have just left that lobby because it was obviously a rigged lobby. No, see, this is something that needs to be done. You do not get to complete a trial if you are a killer if you don't get everyone. If you don't get everyone, you are banned. No, blocked. They are cheating. They are cheating by just being in a pre-made. I'm not in a pre-made, so I don't get the benefit. Yeah, Freddy's OP my fucking ass. Freddy is no. Springtrap is weak. F tier killer. Sorry, but no. In order to be A tier killer, no chance in hell. You literally cannot have a single chance to actually get out. No one can get out. Like the moment that that's the killer that you're going against, you automatically lose. Off the fucking screen. I don't like things lasting on screen longer than they should. I had no chance of beating that group. All because the game decided, no, you need to go up against... No, you need to go up against a pre-made instead of forcing players to fucking do... Like, no, no. If you're in a pre-med, you get massive nerfs. You are 30, you are 50% slower. You could repair gens 80% slower. I'm sorry, but no, no. I had no chance against that group, none whatsoever. It was rigged. I had a chance against that first match, but they still took away my fucking add-ons. I mean, no, if there's a problem and the match says for no apparent and the server is just not responding, you get your shit back. And you get compensated for it. That was a rigged match. I couldn't even afford to tunnel. Like, no. If you're using any items on a generator, that generator cannot be touched by anyone until the killer interacts with it. That should be the rule. If you use a toolbox, no, sorry, but you can't. Sorry, but once you let go of the gen, you can't interact with it ever again until the killer kicks it. The game needs to be killer-sided. I also feel like the doors aren't spread correctly. Just like, no, they should all be right next to gens with a zero way of survivors knowing that Springshot came out of it until they can see him. Survivors don't need 80 million things letting them know all of the killer's locations. Like, no, you can only physically see him. You don't get to see his aura. You can only physically see him. That's the thing. It's just like, stop giving survivors so many things to just make the killer's power worthless. Stop it. No. Survivors want to interact with something? Well, it's going to have to cost them greatly. Their location is permanently compromised. Like, the killer will always see their aura. Will always see their aura until they get hooked. Until that survivor is hooked. It's like, no. There needs to be an actual threat. It needs to actually punish the survivor. Because I don't know if they were using the doors. I don't know if they could see where I was all the time. I don't know because I'm not given the tools. It's my kit as the killer. I get the tools. That's how it should work. You, the killer, you get the tools. Somebody's using it, you are automatically alerted to that. You are automatically alerted to it. Because here's how it works. If it's not viable at low play, it's not viable at all. Because just look at this. Just like, let's see, where is it? Each kitchen door has a camera attached to it. Interacting with the door gives the survivor access to the camera view, allowing the survivor to cycle through camera in the map, travel to the door they're currently looking through, and potentially reveal the animatronics aura to the team. Where's the punishment? What, the animatronic can just grab them and he travels to the kid? That's not a punishment! That's luck. That is pure luck. No, what needs to happen is the killer is automatically alerted whenever someone uses that Springtrap gets alerted whenever someone uses the doors. Someone interacts with doors, he is immediately alerted, and not only is he immediately alerted, he gains permanent haste, so he can catch them. He gains a permanent haste boost so long as someone's in that fucking security in the security room. I'm sorry, but no, too many caveats that do not punish survivors. You need to punish the survivor. Oh, but then the survivor's not going to. The fact that there's real risk is the trade-off. It has to be real risk, not luck. You want luck? Go to a casino. I'm not doing that lobby. I recognize a stacked lobby. No. I do not like that because I can't get the adept achievement if I'm using even one extra perk. Because the developers are too stupid to put into the programming while using the killer's original perks, while using said character's original perks. It never occurred to them, oh, hey, that's really stupid to make it only those 3 perks in a game where people use 4 per character. Forget trying to figure out the new map. I can't do that. At least not as killer. That's the other thing, is that the developers are focusing so much on trying to make Survivor more playable that they forgot that you need the killer to be in the power role. The killer is the one that's supposed to be hunting the survivors. At that point, just replace the killer role with an AI. One thing to do is that if the final gen is done, there is no 2-hook state. There's just hook, die. Now it's fair. Because you shouldn't be allowed to rescue somebody when the final gen is done. What's the fucking point? If there's only 1 death and all 5 gens are done, what's the point? At that point, the killer should be allowed to just pull the plug if they're not going to make it. So 1 hook is now instant death. And I don't want to hear about, they just do in-game builds. So fucking what? Don't linger. Shocking, I know. Not lingering and just leaving might actually be a good thing. No. There are 2 flashlights in there. No. No. I would rather have 30-minute queue times than have to deal with two flashlights. When I am forbidden from using any of the perks. Because behavior still hasn't updated it, so I can use one perk that isn't the killer's unique perk, that isn't that character's unique perk, so I actually can play. Triss. Oh my god.
The darkest pit of hell is open for business.
What I gotta do is find someone and tunnel them to death. And just keep repeating the process because there's no way in hell that I am getting adept without playing like a piece of shit. Because that's what they expect. That's what behavior expects, for you to play like a piece of shit. Come on. I can't believe I actually managed that.
You will submit. Goodbye. Do you feel that? It will end soon. You belong here. Here. Don't move. Farewell.
This is one of the changes they made. Even though there was another survivor on the hook, because there's only two left, I can do this. That was one of the changes made to Maury's. It's not a big change because, as I saw in that scenario, there wasn't much Bill could have done. Yeah, he had quick and quiet, which I noticed. He had finesse, did not notice. I did not notice Meg's sprint burst. The other will. Wait, what? Hold on. Why was he so quiet? It seemed like he was really quiet on the ground. Is that a bug? That has to be a bug, right? Because the only perk that should be able to do that is while you're on the ground. The only perk that should be able to make you quiet is tenacity. I thought that's what he had. I guess not. Yunjin died second and yet somehow had the most points out of the four of them. Okay, let's figure out. Aura reading would probably be better. So we'll keep Phantom Fear. Go with. Okay, this should be good. Wait. I almost forgot my... Okay, so that's where that comes from. Yep, as I thought. Vito gets the Geralt one. So, yeah, pretty much everyone has this. Sable gets Siri, which may I guess it makes sense. You know, with the silver hair and all. No red dots. I mean, at least they got to showcase the Mori. No idea why I was looking up in the sky at the end of the match, though. But yeah, when that Mori change was announced, there were people complaining about it, and it's like in the scenario of one survivor on hook and the other survivor being put into the dying state, that's a no. That the only way you're getting out of that is either through a miraculous circumstance of the killer having been too close to trigger the anti-camp unhook, or the killer allowing you to go. That's it. So being able to mori with two survivors left, one is down and the other is on hook, makes sense. It's speeding up the match. So especially some people do like to use the moris. I myself am guilty of that. Especially when it's a mori that I've either not used before, a mori I've not yet used myself, or if it's one that I really like. Uh, uh, God. Uh, uh, God, I hate being sick. It sucks. Like, a lot. The anniversary event will be starting next week. Friday. No wait, Thursday. Today's the 21st. It's supposed to be the 26th, which I believe is yeah, that's Thursday.
Great atmosphere.
Glad somebody likes it. This is also supposed to be the last time they're going to do Masquerade as an anniversary thing because they've been doing it since 2021, which is when no wait, not 2021, 2022. Because I joined in late 2021. They've also reworked some offerings. Like there is now a offering for killer that negates all offerings that involve using shrouds by survivors. They've also made it so that like on smaller maps, killer will no longer spawn in the middle of the map. Again, it only applies to small maps. Ah, Greenville. Great. 1, 2, 3. You know I can see you when that happens, right?
Do you feel that?
How? No, they have to be known where I am. They have to know where I am at all times. Come on. No, no. I'm not doing. No, this is clearly a pre-made. I don't play against pre-mades. I don't play against premates. I'm sorry, but no. You should be allowed to say, to have an instance like, no premates. No one is smart, and no one does that type of play unless they're in a premate. No, there should be a thing in the sentence that said where you get to select, no, I do not wish to go against premates. And you never get premates. Like, no. And if you quit, you're allowed to get your shit back. Like, no. No. See, I can't tell if they can see my aura, which creates a problem. I need to see their auras. I should be alerted. I, the killer, the one who the kid is part of, should be alerted whenever they use my shit. As in, I am immediately told and can immediately teleport and stop them. I'm sorry, but no. There needs to be a fucking standard. You can't use the killer, you cannot interact with the killer's power without consequences. Negative consequences. Oh, you want to use the security door? You have to go through it. You can't half-ass it. There is no half-assing it. You must go through it. You don't get to select. It's not a choice. And we wanted to add this security camera thing. You do realize that in the actual FNAF games, the animatronics knew your location? So, yeah, when I get a chance.
Okay, it's okay.
BRB. I'm back. But no, that's something that I've not seen any content creators of this game actually complain of. It'd be like, okay, but in FNAF, they know where you are. They can disable your security cameras. They can disable your security cameras. They have all these things that they can do. Why is Springtrap so limited? Why doesn't he get an automatic alert that somebody's using his security doors? Why are the developers so hung up on trying to make it fair when they've completely forgotten that it's a 4v, that it's an asymmetrical game. 4v1, you can't make it fair for the 4. If you want to make it fair for them, you have to make them so weak that they're so weak that no amount of planning will see amount of planning or strategy can see more than one escape. You either buff killer and only killer for the next few patches with no downsides. Because that's been the thing with survivors, that they get no downsides, and any downsides they do have are just so minimal that it doesn't matter. And I really think instead of just ending the match when the killer quits, it should replace it with a bot that cannot be beaten. I really think that's what should happen, is that replace the killer with a bot. Force the killer to stay in, force the survivors to stay in the match. They don't get a free win. Because I've only had one good match, and it was a match where I had to so aggressively tunnel that there was literally no way for me to win without aggressive tunneling. Like, you expect me to believe for 5 goddamn seconds, for even 1 goddamn second, that anyone there was smart enough to be tactician? No. They were a 4-man group. The game knows they were a 4-man group, and the developers need to stop hiding, be fucking transparent, and reveal when someone is in a pre-made. And then you'll find out, wait, we made Survivor way too strong, because nobody wants to go against pre-mades. Because Survivor is too strong. Survivor doesn't need any more buffs for at least a year. Yes, I said a year. Minimum. Because they have too many. If you look at the roadmaps, it's too many buffs to Survivor, not enough to Killer. Nothing that incentivizes Killer into chase. You want to incentivize Killer into chasing? Stop nerfing them! Stop nerfing Killer, stop buffing Survivor. Make Killer chase perks worth something. Stop nerfing all of the Killer shit. Leave it alone. It's taking 4 fucking ever. God, what is this? Exhausted for 5 seconds. No! It should be they are exhausted until the axe is removed. God, what are with these effects? They suck. Not, like, most of these suck, and it's like, why? Why doesn't the trajectory of his axe? Why does his axe not have a better trajectory? It doesn't mention that it has an arc. That's the thing. You lose the undetectable status effect of the survivor reveals you on a security camera. It's like, then what's the point? So what's with the secret offering things? Just stop it. Just remove that. There's no reason for that.
There is no escape.
I don't need to pick on you for that.
you go. Don't move.
Wasn't expecting her to go back to that.
Excellent whelp.
How long has Bill been injured? I don't have to target the exact same one that you do. Bill had deliverance. You know, it's twice I've done this to Bill.
Claimed you.
Once again, I just aim up at. Oh, I didn't check what they had. Hold on, there's something I want to. Really, the access panel allow? Oh, that is. That explains that.
Going to enjoy this.
My question to Leon was, what was his plan? Like, did you really just make an attempt to get out of, to escape Springtrap by using the security door? That he himself has access to and will grab you out of. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it here because it's my cough is starting to get bad. I'll see you all next next time. Sorry about this.